I think we've freed everything. Exhaust, everything else. Only one way to find out. It's quite an old-fashioned thing to keep the chain. It's about, in the past, if you slipped the cog on the bottom end, it was it could be ruined basically. Nowadays you don't need to worry, it can slip on the bottom end. One of the other worries about chains was if they fell through and you couldn't get them again. Magnets make that much easier nowadays, so no issue there either. Piston looks fine on this. I'm looking at the piston. I should probably set it to top dead center while I'm here so that I know which mark I'm working with when it comes to setting the valves. Kind of makes sense. Looking at this head, one valve is stuck out. Oh well, it will be actually, yeah, because it's compressed, isn't it? Okay. I don't know what we need to cross over. I think we need to cross over the gasket. Annoyingly, I should have ordered a new gasket. And the dowels, one just fell out there. I tried it years back. I didn't put one dowel in. It just doesn't work. They're there for a reason, so you have to put the dowels in. They're designed to be in, one here and one there. It just keeps it all nice and straight and centered. But I'm not going to talk through this one too much. I'm going to go through it, and you can I'll speed up the footage and we'll go from there. This will confirm my theory if one of the top dead centers is false on this bike. It may or may not be. Okay. So we should be close to, that could be, there is a small gap there, but it's not torqued down. So we should be close to or on. Yeah, okay. Actually, that so that is the T, and there is a slight gap there, slight gap. Let's see if a full circuit. Wait till we come back up. So let's get back to the next one. Ah, yeah, that's just the way it is then. So every T on this bike should be a top dead center, which is good to know. Okay, gasket is on there. Dowels are holding it in. Tiny bit of sealant, nothing worth shouting about. Valves are in. So we need to go through this process now. Just get that out the way, and then we're looking at being seated on the dowels first, just to kind of, okay, so that one's good, there you go, okay, that's okay. Now I think we have to mess that up to get these two in. Yeah, so let me go back on myself. That's it. There you go. That one's good. There you go, that one's good. Did I take spacers off? No. It's interesting. Out. That's fine. So this is a head gasket torquing, so you want to go across. Just for good practice. I mean, this is not... You're just torquing it down in a cross pattern, like that and like this. Honestly, on a little engine like this, won't make much difference, but if you were ever doing cars or anything, where it became extremely important, or a bigger bike engine, you just have to get into that practice. Cross pattern, here, here. And you would eventually use your torque lever and you'd torque it to a lighter setting first in a cross pattern, and then you would torque it to the full setting in the cross pattern. I think my torque wrench is out of it, so I can't do that at the moment. I need to order a new one actually. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm happy with that. Yeah, great. So I'm happy with that. Can't put the chain adjuster on. Can put the intake. Can put the exhaust. Can put the emissions on. Although I should block that off. Really, it's a waste. Should I block this off while I'm here? Give it a few more horse. A few, 1 or 2 maybe. Maybe just right back on for now. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna piece it all back together. Let's get the exhaust on. Let's get it all nipped down. And remember, we can't test this today or tomorrow because of that cam chain sprocket. But I have got one on order now. So next weekend, it'll be the last piece of the puzzle. We'll literally just put it on and time it up, and we should be able to fire it if I get it all set up now. I can even put the tank back on and stuff, and maybe even have a little look at what's next. Like I can switch the clocks over. I need to look into getting a new one of these. Does that spin? We've got to look at this worm gear here. If it spins as the wheel spins, then it will still be sending yeah, it's spinning as the wheel spins. So that will still be sending a signal up to the speedo. So I can do little bits and pieces as well. But let me get the exhaust nipped. I think that's important. Let's get the intake all on, all ready, so that we're one step closer. So where we've got to, exhaust is nipped up and should be sealed. That's good. Carb is on, nipped up, should be sealed. There's a bit of a gap here in the rubber, so I need to make sure I put a clip around that just to make sure there's no air leak. So we're kind of back. We're up at top dead center, so the valves, look, will need resetting. Actually, they can be set now. I think they can, but I'll save that for next week. I'll get the chain put back on. So there's not really anything left to do this weekend with it. I still think it's a really sad looking bike. I look at it and I kind of think there's not much there. But saying that, it might polish up. You just never know. Front mudguard can be painted black if needed. Still could do with a right side panel. I'll keep an eye out for that. And what I'll look at tomorrow is the lighting, the top section. Basically, it will need a new front brake lever, one that works. I like the one that that I saw on Laguna's bike. They're basically the upgrade of these. These have never worked for me, so I might get one of them and then keep this one on the left, because it looks quite good. So there's bits and pieces to do tomorrow, but we can't continue with the engine until the new cam gear comes, which will be in a few days, so that'll be for next weekend. Tomorrow then, have a look at the electrics up here. Let's just see if we can get the light kind of sorted. I need to lift the clocks a little bit so the light can sit in a good position. I might just put the new clocks on while I've got the chance. I want to get some grease down into the worm drive so that the clocks will work properly when it gets back. What else? And then actually I can put the tank on, I can put the seats on. All of that can go back on properly now. There's no reason why it couldn't. Oh, I could disengage the emission system. I think I'm probably going to, because just in case it's not working, because you'll lose a bit of horse if it's not working. So that's kind of where we are. I mean, it's great. There's a spark plug in there that's now nipped up properly. The exhaust, I think, will be better sealed than it was last time. I think we're kind of slowly somewhere. The other thing I was struggling with was the clutch, wasn't I? It needed to seat in here, so I think I might pop this off at some point. I need to squash this down to make sure the clutch sits neatly, although it actually is now anyway. So that could be to a good adjustment. So maybe I'll leave that for now, because I have an adjustment here for that. Okay, all right, we've got a lot done today. You know, we're getting there. Something is happening. Yep, as always, thanks for watching. Do drop a comment, no matter how silly it might seem to you. It does help with this old algorithm stuff. And please drop a like and make sure you're subscribed. It all helps. We are kind of moving forward slowly, but in the winter I don't do much.